Basis data 2, bab 5, writing explicit cursor. Objectives. After completing this lesson, you should be able to do the following. Distinguish between an implicit and explicit cursor. Discuss when and why to use an explicit cursor. Use a PL/SQL record variable. Write a cursor for loop. About cursor. Every SQL statement executed by the Oracle server has an individual cursor associated with it. Implicit cursor declared for all DML and PL/SQL select statement. Explicit cursors declared and named by programmer. Explicit cursor function. This is a cursor and active set, and this is the table. Controlling implicit cursor. Declare. Create a name SQL area. Open. Identify the active set. Fetch. Load the current of row in the variable. The fetch is empty or not. Well, no. Akan balik ke fetch, dan when yes akan close. Controlling explicit cursor. Open the cursor pointer. Close the cursor. Fetch a row using the cursor. Fetch a row. Close the cursor. Declaring the cursor. Example, cursor. Cursor name is select statement. Do not include the into clause in the cursor declaration. If processing row in specific sequence is required, use the order by clause in the query. Declaring the cursor. Example, declare cursor employee cursor is select employee ID last name from employee. Cursor department cursor is from department where location ID 170 began, blah blah blah. Opening the cursor. Open cursor name. The syntax is that. Fetching data from the cursor. Fetch cursor name into variable 1, variable 2, record name. The syntax. The shortcut in that is retrieve the current row values in the variable, include the same number of variable, match each variable to correspond to the column positionally, test the see whether the cursor contains row. Fetching data from the cursor. Example, closing the cursor. Close cursor name. Close the cursor after completing the processing of the rows. Reopen the cursor if required. Do not attempt to fetch data from the cursor from a cursor after it has been closed. Explicit cursor attribute is open. Equal to true if the cursor is open. The data type is Boolean, not found. Equal to true if the most recent fetch do not return a row. Found. Equal to true if the most recent fetch return a row complete of the not found. Row count. The type is number. Description of is equal to the total number of row returned so far. The person is open attribute. Fetch row only when the cursor is open. Use the person is open cursor attribute before. Example, controlling multiple fetches. Process several rows from an explicit cursor using loop. Fetch a row with each iteration. Use explicit cursor attribute to test the success of each fetch. The person not found and the person row count attributes Use the person row count cursor attribute to retrieve an exact number of rows. Use the person not found cursor attribute to determine when to exit the loop. Example: cursor and record process rows are active by fetching values into PL/SQL records. Cursor for loop. The cursor for loop is shortcut to process explicit cursor, implicit open, fetch, exit, and close occur. The record is implicitly declared. Cursor for loops. Cursor for loop using subqueries. No need to declare the cursor. The example is summary. In this lesson, you should have learned two distinct cursor types: implicit cursor, single row recurse, explicit cursor, manipulate explicit cursor, evaluate the cursor status by using cursor attributes. Kita akan mencoba menjalankan script berikut ini. Table created. Kita coba soal berikutnya. Ya, ini membuat program PL/SQL dengan data yang memiliki gaji tertinggi. Keterangannya adalah gunakan perintah define untuk menyimpan nilai n. Jika dua pegawai memiliki gaji yang sama, maka nilai gaji cukup disimpan sekali saja. Simpan gaji dalam tabel tabdocs. Uji program dengan memasukkan nilai yang tidak umum. Kita coba. Ini merupakan hasilnya. Salary 25.600. Kita coba soal berikutnya. Buat program PL/SQL untuk menampilkan data pegawai yang departemennya letak dalam variabel substitusi jika gaji pegawai kurang dari 5.000 dan jika manajer ID 101 level 124. Tampilkan pesan last name gaji perlu dinaikkan. Kita coba. Ini adalah hasilnya. Employee yang perlu dinaikkan atau tidak perlu dinaikkan. Sekian tutorial dari saya. Terima kasih.